Hi, kindergarten. In today's lesson, we're going to learn about winter. Remember, it is February, and today is February 19th. So it's a Friday. That's why it's underneath the fry. And we are in a week in February. And remember, February is in the winter time. It's the second month of the year. Let's go over some vocab. Blizzards. Blizzards are heavy snowstorms with a lot of wind and snow. Look at all that snow. Cautiously means carefully. So this sign says caution, wet floor, so you have to walk very cautiously so you don't slip. Next, we have freezing point. Freezing point is the temperature at which liquid will turn into a solid. So like right here, this liquid has turned into ice. We have frigid. That means very cold. And halt. Halt means stop. That's our vocab for today. Very wintry words. So remember, different parts of the earth experience different types of weather. In most of the United States, there are 4 seasons, and each season has distinct characteristics or qualities that describe them. So we have winter, spring, summer, and autumn. You learned about winter in the last read aloud. How is winter different from the other seasons? It's the coldest. And some areas in the United States have snow and ice. In the first read aloud in this domain, you learned that some animals seek shelter from the cold in the winter, kind of like people do. Many animals hibernate or sleep during the winter season. Today, you're going to learn about the first season in the cycle of seasons, winter. Okay, I'm really excited. In the United States, winter begins in the month of December, and it includes January and February. So that's where we are right now. We're at the end of winter. Okay, so are you ready? I'm getting ready to feel a little cold because whenever you hear the word winter in this read aloud, you might just have to shiver a little bit because we're going to be reading about some chilly weather. Okay, today we're going to listen to a new letter from our pen pal, Annie, about the season of winter. The main topic or the main idea of today's lesson is winter. Listen carefully so you can describe the characteristics of or ways to describe winter. Here we go. Hi from your pen pal, Annie. In my last letter, I told you about the 4 seasons that occur in many parts of the United States: winter, spring, summer, and autumn. Today, I'm going to tell you about winter. What kinds of things do you think of when I say winter? Snowmen, icicles. I'll tell you what I think of. Cold. Winter is the coldest season of the year in most of the United States. The shortest day of the year is December 21st. It marks the beginning of winter. Winter also includes the months of January and February. It can get very cold in the winter in most of the United States. We can tell just how cold it is by using a tool called a thermometer. A thermometer measures temperature, which is a number we use to talk about how hot or cold it is. When it's hot outside, the liquid in the thermometer rises toward the top. When it's cold outside, the liquid in the thermometer stays down near the bottom. It's pretty cool. Another way that you can tell it's wintertime is by the way people are dressed. What are the people in this picture wearing that helps them stay warm in the winter? What do you see? Winter clothing is made to protect you from the cold and keep your body nice and warm while you spend time outside. Hats, mittens, and scarves help you stay warm in the winter. It's usually cold during the winter where I live in Washington, D.C. Sometimes it even gets cold enough to snow. I wish it would snow every day, but the temperature must fall below freezing, so below 35 degrees Fahrenheit, in order for it to snow. If the air between the clouds and the ground is below freezing, then instead of rain, snowflakes will probably fall. Pretty cool. Some years, Washington, D.C. gets heavy snowstorms known as blizzards that bring city traffic to a halt and force the schools to close. Not this year because we're already at home during school, but it has snowed already this year. There are other years when it only snows once or twice. This means that some winters are colder and snowier than others in Washington, D.C. What's it like during the winter where you live? Does it ever snow? It snows. When it snows, everyone works together to clear the snow. People use snow shovels to shovel snow off walkways so that others do not slip and get hurt. In many places where it snows, snowplows get to work clearing the streets. The big plow on the front of the truck scrapes the snow and ice from the streets. These trucks also carry salt or other chemicals, which they spread on the roads as they pass. The salt and chemicals melt the remaining ice and keep new ice from forming, which makes the roads safer for people to drive their cars. People should always drive and walk slowly and cautiously or carefully in the snow. Snow and ice are slippery, and whether you're walking or driving, you have to use extra caution when the ground is covered with snow and ice. You don't want to slip. I always cheer up when it starts to snow because I love to play in the snow. I like to build snowmen and have snowball fights with my friends. Another way to have fun in the snow is to go sledding. After a big snow, all you need is a nice, steep hill, warm clothes, and something to ride on to go sledding. After playing or working outside in the winter, it's always nice to come back inside to get warm again. Some homes have fireplaces where people light logs on the fire to help warm the house. I love reading a good book by the warm fire. In places where it stays really cold in the winter, people also use gas furnaces and electric heaters to help keep the air inside their homes nice and warm. Of course, having a few extra blankets on the bed is always a good idea on those frigid or very cold winter nights. Winter is also a time when some people from different religions celebrate holidays. Christmas, a Christian holiday, comes on December 25th. Hanukkah, a Jewish holiday, also falls around this time, as does Kwanzaa, a week-long holiday celebrated by some African Americans. To celebrate these and other holidays in wintertime, sometimes people string colorful lights around their home and neighborhoods. You should see Washington, D.C. during the winter seasons. All of the lights make it a magical place. Another important winter holiday falls on December 31st, which is the last day of the year. This is the day called New Year's Eve. January 1st, the day after December 31st, marks the beginning of a new year. January 1st is called New Year's Day. On New Year's Day, many people make resolutions or list things they want to do better in the next year. Luck and good fortune are also common themes for the Lunar New Year, also known as Chinese New Year, which is a holiday that falls around the end of January and beginning of February. The color red, thought to be a sign of good fortune and happiness, is the color chosen to wear during the festivities. Homes are decorated with red paper cut into designs, and happy wishes written on red paper are also hung throughout the house. Children often receive red envelopes with money tucked inside. The people who receive these envelopes are also supposed to receive good fortune in the new year. Feasting on fish, pork, poultry, tangerines, oranges, dumplings, and special cakes, families gather to wish each other good luck. There are so many fun things to do during the winter. What's your favorite part of the winter? Click on the exit ticket below to tell us all about it.